Hello everybody, welcome to All India Jubo Computer Saksharata Mission, a complete online computer education system. In this class, this is another new session of Python programming, learning Python programming online. From this class, we will discuss about the flow control. This is a very important concept in any of programming language. We will discuss flow control. Flow control means it describes the order in which the statement will be executed at runtime. Actually, flow control describes the order in which the statement will be executed at runtime. So, flow control basically divided into three parts. If we discuss about the flow control, then flow control is actually divided into three types. The control statement, control flow will divide it into three parts. First one is known as conditional statement or selection statement. Okay. First one is known as conditional statement or selection statement. Within this, we can highlight this as if, then if, elif, else if is here, we know that elif, and the third one is if, elif, else, and the fourth one is known as if else. So, within this conditional statement we define if, elif, else and if else. These are the conditional statement. Actual implementation of conditional statement has been done by if else statement. Okay, if elif or if elif else or if else statement. With the help of this fourth statement, we can implement conditional statement. Second one is known as transfer statement. Within this transfer statement, the first option is break and the second option is continue. We can use this two statement to implement transfer statement, break and continue. And the third one is known as very important, iterative statement. Iterative statement. Okay. So, this is what for and while. For and while. These two are for loop and while loop. With the help of these two loops, we can implement the iterative statement. We can implement the concept of iterative statement. The most important thing that we doesn't have in Python, we doesn't have switch case, we doesn't have do while loop and do not use goto. These things are not available in Python. We do not have switch case statement, we do not have do while loop and we do not use goto statement in Python. These things are not available in Python. So, first we have to discuss the conditional statement. We have to discuss the conditional statements. Okay, fine. The syntax of a conditional statement or if statement is just like that. If condition, if the condition is true, then the statement execute, or we can write it like that, if condition, then this is known as indentation. You can, because of that in Python we are not using braces to indicate the body of a loop or body of a statement. So we use indentation. This indentation means this is the starting of the body of this if statement. Statement 1, statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3. These are, if this condition is true, then this is the body that will be executed, and to indicate the body of this if statement we use this indentation. This is the indentation. You have to maintain this indentation. If you are doing something wrong in this indentation, your program will not be executed. So if this condition is true, then this body will be executed. This is actually the if statement. With the help of some example, we will discuss it. Okay. With the help of some example, we should discuss it. Here is an example of if statement, how it's implemented in the program. Input, I have to take an input, enter name. Here I want a name dynamically. If name double equals to Shayok colon, you have to mention this colon because this indicate this is the end of this condition. If you miss that one, you will get an syntax error. Okay. Now if I press enter, you will see it will start, it will leave some space before it start. This is actual the indentation. If you use notepad, you have to look for this indentation by your own. You have to give it by your own, but in Edit Plus or in other editor, it will be provided by their editor. So this is the help for if you use a editor. Now I have to write the body. Now print, if the name is Shayok, print hello Shayok, good morning. Okay. If it is Shayok, then you can print hello Shayok. Still it was showing that if you want to insert something more in the body of the if, but I don't want to insert any more things. So I only just press a backspace, it will then come to the same spot where if it started. So now I print, it is the outer, it is just right now out of the body of the if. If this condition is false, if this condition is not true, then it will print that how are you. If the condition is true or if the condition is false, in both of the time it will print how are you. But if the condition is true, then it first hello Shayok, good morning, then it print how are you. But if the condition is false, then it doesn't print this line, it only print this line, because this is the body of the if. If the condition is false, then it will not execute this body, but condition is true or condition is false, this will be executed for both of the time. Okay, save this one. If condi .py, I can save it in Python. Now I have to run it from command prompt. cd desktop, cd python, py if condi.py. Enter name, I enter the name Shayok. Hello Shayok, good morning. Now I have to run it again. I print ffffff. How are you? It will not execute this line because this is the body of the if statement. If the condition is true, if the name is equals to that, then it will execute it. If the name is not equal to this name, anything else, it will not execute this line. It only executed how are you. Okay, okay, fine. This is the logic of this if statement. Okay, now I have to write if with else. Now I have to write if with else with another example. Here is the example. Here is the example. Name equals to input, enter name, if name double equals to Shayok, print hello Shayok, good morning. Okay, same as the earlier program. Else, now you use else. You have to delete the indentation and start else. This is the syntax. You have to maintain this colon. If you are not maintaining this colon, and now enter. This is the body of else right now because it shows the indentation. So it is the body of a else. Now I want to print HELLO, hello guest, good morning. If part is not true, then else will be executed. Okay. If condition of if is not true, then else part will be executed. And if anything happen, though if is true or else is true, but this how are you line is executed every time because it is out of the body of if and else. How are you? No matter which condition will be executed, but this line will be executed for every time. Okay, I have to save it. If else .py. Now if I run this program, it will ask me to enter the name. If the name is equals to Shayok, then hello Shayok, good morning. If the name is equals to Tanu, hello guest, good morning, but both of the time how are you will be executed. So what is the logic behind that? If the if condition is name, the value we stored in name, if the value within this name is equals to Shayok, it is case sensitive. Shayok, S is capital and other letters are small letter. You have to use the pattern like this one. If you enter the total in capital letter, it will not execute. The condition is not true. So this is a case sensitive language. You have to mention the same case that you are taken. Okay. So if name double equals to Shayok, then this line will be executed because this is the body of if statement. Now we start else statement. If this condition is false, anything you enter except Shayok, except the pattern, this pattern, you will get hello guest, good morning. These two doesn't execute at a time. If it this one execute, this one not. If this one execute, this one not. But it will execute or it will execute. every time this line will be executed because it is out of the body of if and else statement. Okay, this is the logic behind this program. I explain if and else. Now I have to explain another program. Now I have a brand name. Input, enter your favorite brand. Okay. If brand double equals to GG, that means print it is children's brand. I just put some logic behind that one. Okay. Now if I want to implement another logic, because else part does not take any logic, I want to implement another logic, then you always go for elif. If multiple if is required, because else does not take any condition, if you want to take multiple condition within a program, then you go for elif. Brand double equals to GC. Okay. Print it is not that much kick. I am just writing it for my own. Elif, again another logic we want to need, brand double equals to GF, print it is the best one. Okay. Now at the end we use else, because we do not need to use any logic after that one. So print other brands are not recommended. Okay, other brands are not recommended. So I have take a value in brand. If the brand is equals to GG, then it will print this line. If the brand is equal to GC, it will print this line, because this is the body of that elif. If you need multiple if within a single program, so you go for elif, except you do not need to use if, you need to use for multiple if, you need to use elif. First one is if, and then after that you use elif. So if the brand is that, it will print this line, brand is that, it will print this line. If you do not enter these three brands, then it will print the other brands are not recommended. Save it. If elif dot py, have to run that one. If elif, enter your brand. If I enter GG, it will print it is a children brand. If I enter GC, it will print that is not much, that not have much kick. If enter GF, this is best one, this is the best one. If I enter something else, it will print other brand are not recommended. So it will execute every line according to their condition. We use if it else, now if it elif. Okay. So we finish our first segment, we finish what is conditional statement or selectional statement. We use if else and if elif else. That's it. I think that's it for today's class. From next class we will discuss iterative statement, how to use for loop, how to use while loop, and then we discuss about the transport statements. Thank you very much for watching our video. We will see you in the next video.